quick question we get asked on a regular basis is which plug is which. Now, as a general rule, it'd be nice to assume that the coloured plug is the fill hole and the blank plug, or the clear plug, is actually the vent hole. Doesn't always work that way. As you can see here, we've got two that are coloured. We have one colour, and this one doesn't even have a plug, but it's important to note the difference. Now, one key way of determining which one is the fill hole and which one is the vent plug is to look for the series of boxes and channels and things on one end. Now, in this case, and I've taken the side off so that you can see more clearly, you have the outlet here, you have a series of channels here. This is the vent plug here. All of these channels and things stop the ink flowing all the way back up and spurting out the top. Another way of telling as well is that the fill hole has nothing really underneath it. It's got the major void, so it's the main area that all the ink wants to go into. So in this instance, vent hole, plug, chips on this side. In this instance, very similar but slightly older. You have your vent hole here because you're in matrix. You have your fill hole here, it's over the main body, and in this one you have vent hole here, again over the matrix, and your main fill hole here. Now, another thing to do with vent holes, this has confused many people over the years. There's a label on here and it says right here, do not remove. In this case, right by the vent plug. Does it mean do not remove the vent plug, or does it mean do not remove the label? It actually means the latter. It's saying don't remove the label, otherwise you're not going to know what colour you've got and what chip you've got. You do have to remove your vent plug when you install it in the printer, otherwise your cartridge is not going to breathe. Ink will be sucked out of here, but no air will be sucked back into the cartridge, so eventually you end up with a vacuum and no ink can flow. This is a common problem with refill cartridges. People get confused about this, when in fact they do actually have to remove that. For obvious reasons, you remove the vent plug, you don't remove the fill plug. If you need to store your cartridge, plug up that hole, and stick something like aluminium tape over the end here, and that will stop any more air getting in. Always a good idea to top it up as well before you put it into storage.